Students, see, we studied about conventional system of animal classification. So, you saw that kingdom Animalia, okay, it was divided into two subkingdoms, that is non-chordates and chordates. Then non-chordates was again divided into 10 phylums, that is Protozoa, Porifera, then Cnidaria, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, and Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, and Hemichordata. Then this subkingdom chordates, okay, it was divided into only one phylum, that is phylum Chordata. Now this phylum Chordata, it was divided into three subphylums, that is Urochordata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. Then this last Vertebrata, okay, it was divided into six classes, that is Cyclostomata, Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves, and Mammalia. Now see, this system of animal classification was in practice till now. However, nowadays new system of classification is followed. We will study this new system of animal classification in brief. Okay, so see, till now this system, conventional system of animal classification, this was in practice. However, nowadays a new system is followed. So let us study this new system of animal classification. At present, according to the five kingdom classification system of Robert Whittaker, all multicellular animals are included in kingdom Animalia. So see, the five kingdom classification, isn't it, the five kingdom classification system of Robert Whittaker. Okay, now see, all multicellular animals, they are included in which kingdom? Animalia. This system of classification is based upon some criteria like body organization. See, this system of classification, okay, which system? That is, all the multicellular animals, they are included in kingdom Animalia. So this system of classification, it is based on some criteria like body organization, body symmetry, body cavity, then germinal layers, segmentation, etc. So this criteria, they are based upon this criteria. Which criteria? Body organization, body symmetry, body cavity, germinal layers, and segmentation, okay, etc. Now see, criteria for new system of classification. So first one is grades of organization. Body of animals is made up of cells. We know this, we have already studied, isn't it? The basic unit of the body of animals is what? It's made up of cells, isn't it? Now, in case of multicellular animals, many cells are performing different functions in their body, while in unicellular animals, as their body is made up of single cell, all functions are performed by same cell only. Body organization of unicellular animals is referred as protoplasmic grade organization. Now see, this grades of organization. Now we will see how the grades of organization, that is on what system it is based. Okay. Now see, the body of animals, it is made up of cells. Okay, now in case of multicellular animals, multicellular animals are made up of many cells, and this many cells, they are performing different functions in their body. But in unicellular animals, uni means, it's made up of only one cell. So see, their body is made up of single cell, and therefore all functions has to be performed by that single cell only, isn't it? So body organization of unicellular, okay, so body organization of unicellular animals is referred to as protoplasmic grade organization. Now, in case of multicellular animals, if tissues are not performed, their body organization is called as cellular grade organization. Example, phylum Porifera. So, in case of multicellular organisms, okay, multicellular animals, wherever the tissues have not been formed, okay, then their body organization, we are going to call it as cellular grade organization. You saw in unicellular animals it was referred to as protoplasmic grade organization. In case of multicellular animals where tissues have not been formed, okay, those there we are going to refer to as cellular grade organization, and example is Porifera. In case of some animals, cells come together to form tissues with the help of which all the body functions are performed. Such animals show cell tissue grade organization. Now see, in some animals, that is cells, they come together, they form together, they come together and form tissues. Now see, such animals, okay, wherever tissues have been formed, they show cell tissue grade organization, okay. And example for this is Steria. So see, flatworms show tissue organ grade organization. Now in this type of organization, tissues are organized to form some organs. However, complete organ systems are not formed. Okay. Now see, in flatworms, okay, the tissue organ grade organization, okay, has been formed. Now in this type of organizations, the tissues, they are organized to form some organs, but complete organ system has not been formed over here. In our body, okay, complete organ system is there, okay, but in this organisms like flatworms, the tissue organ grade organization is there, but complete organ system has not been formed. Only some organs are there. So you can see over here some animals with protoplasmic grade organization like amoeba and paramecium. Okay. Then see cellular grade organization. You can see over here. Yes. Then the cell tissue grade organization. It's here jellyfish. Okay. Then tissue organ grade organization like flat worms. Okay. You can see it over here. Observe, body organization of human has been shown in the following figure. Use appropriate labels in that figure which organs are present in human body. Okay, so you are going to write, okay, which organs are present in the human body. Besides the 4 types of body organization mentioned above, okay, remaining all animals show organ system grade organization in which different organs are joined together to form organ systems that perform specific functions. Example, crab, frog, human, etc. Now you have seen 4 types of body organizations, but other animals which are there, they are going to show proper organ system grade organization. Here's all the organs are going to together form organ system and they are going to perform specific functions. Okay. Now see the structure organ system grade of organization over here. You can see. Okay. Yes. Human being, the diagram of a human is given to you. Actually, you should be able to, yes, write the organs. Okay. Yes. So, you can see the brain. Yes, this is the brain, right? This is the mouth. Then See, you can see over here heart is there, lungs are there, okay, lungs is there. Then you can see the liver, okay, yes, hands are there. Then you can see the muscles, yes, you can see the muscles over here. So legs are shown, hands are shown, right? So body symmetry, take the pictures of human body and amoeba and try to make an imaginary section through specific plane of their bodies as to get two equal halves. What did you observe? Now you know, you take the picture of human body, okay, and amoeba, and what you are going to do is you try to take an imaginary section through specific planes of their body, okay. You can take a vertical plane, or you can take a vertical plane like this, yes, as to get two equal halves. What did you observe? In imaginary sense, if body of any animal is cut through imaginary axis of body, it may or may not produce two equal halves. Depending upon this property, there are different types of animal bodies, okay. Now see, you know, when you are going to cut, okay, you know, on a specific plane, just an imaginary section, just you imagine that you are cutting, okay, then what you are going, that is, you are going to observe whether you are going to get two equal halves, okay. Whatever is present on the left hand side, whether it is present on right side also. So in human beings, you can see, okay, eyes, yes, this side also, hands are there, this side also, legs are there. Then this one, lungs is there, right? Yes, but all the organs are not there. Now see, asymmetrical body. In case of such body, there is no any such imaginary axis of the body through which we can get two equal halves. Now see, I told you, you are going to cut into two imaginary, that is imaginary axis of the body you are going to cut, and you will find whether you are going to get two equal halves. Then amoeba, paramecium, some sponges and all, in this organisms you are not going to find, yes, you are not going to get two equal halves. Then radial symmetry, in this type of body is if imaginary cut passes through central axis, but but any plane of body, it gives two equal halves. Example, starfish, you know, starfish you have seen, right? Yes, you cut along any plane like this, yes, or like this, you cut through any plane, yes, you are going to get two equal halves. Now in case of this animal, okay, in case of this animal, there are 5 different planes passing through central axis of body through which we can get two equal halves. That means through 5 different parts you can get two equal halves. So example is starfish. So in this type of body, imaginary cut passes through central axis, but any plane of the body, it's going to give you two equal halves. Now bilateral symmetry. In this type of body, there is only one such imaginary axis of body through which we can get two equal halves. So in bilateral symmetry, what is going to happen is, yes, there is only one such imaginary axis of the body through which we can get two equal halves. Example, insect, fishes, frogs, birds, humans and all. So you know, you have seen, this is the human body. Yes, now here you only if you cut, see, only if you cut like this, you are going to get that is some organs you are going to get two equal, yes, on both the sides you will find. But see, instead of cutting like that, okay, if you cut like this, you are not going to get any equal parts. Now see, so that is, we come in bilateral symmetry, right? Now asymmetrical body, you can see some of the examples are given here. Okay, yes, types, that is this is radial symmetry in case of starfish, right? Bilateral symmetry, yes, in human beings, and you can see here, over here, yes. Now germ layers, diploblastic and triploblastic. Okay, now see the criteria for new system of classification. First one, you saw the grades of organization, that is unicellular, multicellular, right? Yes, cellular grade organization. Now see, after that you saw the body symmetry. Then third is the germ layers, diploblastic and triploblastic. Okay, so your skin, okay, layer, germ layer, that is, it can be diploblastic or triploblastic. According to that it is divided. Now diplo means what? Di means what? Two, isn't it? This is two. See, di means what? It is two. This is 2, and tri means 3, right? Yes, so the word is telling you. Now in case of multicellular animals, germ layers are formed during initial period of their embryonic development, and from those germ layers only different tissues are formed in the body. So you know, if you take multicellular animals, germ layers, they are formed during the initial period. Okay, yes, during starting itself of their embryonic development, and from those germ layers only different tissues are formed in the body. In case of some animals, only two germ layers are there. Okay, endoderm and ectoderm. Okay, example, yes, cetaceans. In most of all the remaining animals, three germ layers are formed. Okay, mesoderms besides ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. So in between ectoderm and endoderm, you find mesoderm, the middle layer, that is the mesoderm. Okay, now see,
piece of engineering.
students, we will see a small video on levels of organization.
Keep us alive, keep us functioning, and achieving our goals.
That is grades of
In this video,
organization.
we're going to
Okay,
look at the levels of organization in organisms, from smaller than cells to bigger than organs. In unicellular organism, the single cell performs all life functions. However, multicellular organisms have various levels of organization within them. To learn more about the differences between unicellular and multicellular organisms, watch this video. All living things are made up of cells. This is what distinguishes them as living. Cells are the building blocks of life. Inside cells are little organelles. These are specialized structures that carry out particular jobs or functions. Like in this animal cell, the mitochondria provides energy to the cell, and the ribosomes are involved in protein synthesis. Cells themselves are the basic structure that make up living organisms. In multicellular organisms, they are differentiated to carry out different roles. Here are a few specialized human cells. Groups of cells then form together to form tissues. In humans, we have four main types of tissue. In plants, the xylem and the phloem are examples of plant tissues. When there are layers of tissue working together, they form an organ. Organs are specialized to carry out specific life processes. All animals contain organs. In fact, mammals have 5 vital organs that they cannot live without: lungs, kidneys, liver, heart, and brain. But plants have organs too. These specialized organs work together in organ systems, performing body functions. Organ systems keep the body regulated and in a stable state. The human body has 11 organ systems. Organisms are entire living things that can carry out all basic life processes. Multicellular organisms are made up of organ systems, but unicellular organisms such as bacteria or protists are made up of one cell. So there are the levels of organization in multicellular organisms. If you like
Students, a small clip on symmetry.
Everywhere you go, you will see symmetry. Don't believe me? Let's look at the different seasons. When it's sunny, let's get the sun down here, please. Let's zoom him down a bit. So if I draw a line down the center like this or like this, I get two exact halves, right? When it's cloudy and rainy, the drops of water, let me catch one drop for you. Let's zoom in, please. Each drop of water has a line of symmetry which runs down like this. And once the rain is over, the beautiful rainbow comes up. It too shows a beautiful symmetry of its own to you. And when it's snowing, even this beautiful snowflake follows symmetry. Look at the intricate pattern. You can divide it like this, like this, like this. It's going to give you equal halves. So symmetry is nothing but, if I take an object here, it means that one shape is going to become exactly like another when I move it in some way. Say if I fold it, or if I flip it, or if I do something called reflect. If I reflect it, that's something interesting. We're going to come to it in a bit. So for two objects to be symmetrical, they must be of the same size, of the same shape, with one object having a different orientation from the other. You might have noticed that I drew a line just once in the drop, thrice in the snowflake, many times for the sun. And the reason I did that is because all of them are symmetrical, yes, but they show different types of symmetry. And that's what we're going to learn about next. The drop showed something called one line of symmetry, meaning that if I drew a line like this, I could exactly make two halves of the drop. What about this rectangle then? If I cut it like this, I get two halves. And if I cut it like this, I again get two halves. So a rectangle has something called two-line symmetry. And when it becomes more than two lines, so that you can, draw many lines to get two halves, like the sun or the snowflake or the orange we took up as an example, it's called multi-line symmetry. Pretty simple, right? Because multi means many. First, a kite. If I pull out the shape, I get this, right? So let me try drawing a line here and flip it. It works. What about a line here? Clearly, that doesn't work, right? So that's one line of symmetry. A kite shows one line of symmetry.
So students, I am sure you understood the meaning of symmetry, isn't it? So it will be easy for you. If you have understood the meaning of symmetry, I am sure you will be able to understand this asymmetry, radial symmetry and bilateral symmetry. So I'll be showing you the germ layers, that is the diploblastic and triploblastic. That is a small video clip I'll try to show you on this, okay, in the next video. So let us continue body cavity, body segmentation, okay, yes, in the next video.